Luckily, second semester rolled around and Clyde got an awesome lab partner named Bart the Crab. Bart and he managed to send 63 unconscious fruit flies spiraling through the air one day while performing a wicked cool experiment. It was then Clyde realized that maybe the grade wasn't the important thing in this class, it was the experience. If you're in your seat right now thinking that Clyde was, in fact, me, and that Bart the Crab is really Nick Fish, you're wrong. Clyde died in a bowl on Billy Hilbig's dresser on May 4, 2008. God rest his soul. But seriously, AP Bio is the hardest, most awesome class I've ever taken. Junior year wrapped up with us knowing what was coming. A long-awaited and much anticipated senior year of high school, and we were ready. Senior year, bear with me, this may take a while. Let me start by saying that this year, for me anyway, has gone by so ridiculously fast, yet it seems like so much has happened. This year was the first full year of video announcements. Let me just say, the announcements were possibly the most fun I have ever had in class, and I think that Dwight, Billy, Allie, Miranda, Danny, and Jeremy can attest to that. As much as we were censored, taken off the air, yelled at, and complained about to the administration, we kept on doing them. I mean, honestly, I personally never actually listened to the announcements before, so we made it so everyone could. Along with senior year came a great multitude of AP classes. At first glance, one might think, uh-oh, AP Calculus, I'm in trouble. Well, guess again. We here at Griffith easily have the best math teacher to ever exist, Mr. Chittichimo. In these 12 long, grueling years of school, I've never had a more caring or compassionate math teacher, and for that I thank you, Ms. Chitty. So I'm pretty sure my AP English class would have a cow if I didn't mention them after I mentioned AP Calc. So I really have only one thing to say to you guys. Just remember, Billy is the answer to all of life's problems. But senior year came senioritis, and the consequences that followed. We didn't do homework. We waited until the hour before to do our huge 5-page division analysis essay. I'm looking at you, Ellen. We relied on Spark Notes as if it were our Bible. We threatened to take off our pants in Miss KB's class because her note-taking was too grueling. Don't worry, I was wearing shorts. We worked at keeping down the tardies and staying awake in class. And this is for the students that didn't fit that stereotype. Congratulations. Okay, I want all you seniors to take a minute and think about your favorite moment this year. It could be a football sectional championship, Pantherette State championship, that one great party, or simply getting closer to someone you haven't talked to in a while. Why did I have you do that, you ask? Well, thinking about good memories usually makes people smile, and I love your smiling faces. So this is usually a point of most graduation speeches where they get really, really boring. So I'm going to throw in a few jokes. What do you call 10 rabbits walking backwards? A receding hairline. Why did the cookie go to the doctor? Because he felt crummy. Knock, knock. Your class president, Joshua D. Long, and I'll always be there for you. Before I even attempt to explain that, I would like to say that, as class president, I am no different than you. I try to use my cell phone in texting class. I wore hoodies almost every day of school. I was sent home 6 times for having ripped clothes. Thank you, Mr. Claggett. I've been caught on websites that are not permitted by the school to be viewed. And yes, we're talking about MySpace and not those other sites. I'm proud to say that I, Josh Long, can now distinguish between a tote bag and a purse. They just carry so much more in them. I do the majority of my homework in class before it's due. I walk 2 miles an hour down the middle of the hallway and then stop for no apparent reason. Alright, so I was kidding about most of that stuff. But I still, to this day, cannot get my locker open on the first try. And not only that, I just go to the wrong locker half the time. What I'm trying to say here is that, as widely diverse as we all are, our classes learn the same. I can honestly say that I would risk my life to save each and every one of you. For me to say that means a lot because, as most of you have heard recently, I hate dying. But seriously, as I scan the crowd and look into the eyes of the future, I see success. And I can see it because I know that our class will be the class that people look back on. Our class will produce doctors, lawyers, and successful businessmen and women. That being said, I can't be more honored or privileged to graduate as president of Griffith High School's class of 2008. I'd like to end it by quoting a Griffith alumni, Ross McMullen. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the class of 2008, I ask that you cooperate in the following manner. Please remain seated until all graduates have received their diploma. Please